Hello, hello everyone. Hello. In this series of author butterfly interviews, we have another talented author today, Miss Ranjana Ghoshal from Mumbai and our own Pune. So she's equally from Mumbai and she's equally from Pune. Uh, she is one of our very favorite authors. We have worked with her, and it was a fun journey working with her. Let me introduce a brief. Let me briefly introduce her to you. Ranjana Ghoshal, ma'am, has more than 15 years of corporate experience. She's a Dell Carnegie certified coach. She's an American Training and Development Society certified coach. She trains and coaches professionals and entrepreneurs. Her specialty is in the peak performance area, where she helps professionals and entrepreneurs grow in their careers, expand their businesses, uh, enlarge their views, get more and more business, and obviously get more satisfaction in their life. And she trains, and training is her passion. So she likes to work with young professionals. She likes to work with matured professionals, and she's a very fun-loving personality. Whatever we have interacted so far, it has always been a very happy moment for us. So today we have Ranjana Ghoshal ma'am with us. So welcome, Ranjana ma'am. How are you today?
I am all good. Thank you, Deepak. I love the way you introduced me and you emphasized on the fun loving part. Yes, I am a fun loving person. And I think with work, uh, if you have fun also, it is always better. Then you don't get stressed. You
Correct.
don't get burnt out. So all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I truly believe in that. And I always tell my team, my students, that have fun while you work. So I follow that, and that's what you mentioned.
I could make out. I could make out.
So
So
that.
this is her book, Workplace Superstar. This is her book, and she has written this book specially for millennials and Gen Z professionals who are in the beginning stage of their career, and they have some anxiety issues, and they easily come under pressure, and they easily come under stress, and then they need external professional help from a professional coach like Ranja ma'am. So ma'am, can you please tell me a little bit about your book, please? What's the concept, and what's the idea of writing this book?
Certainly. So I love this question because, Deepak, what happens is when you write a book, you have some reason to do it and you have a target audience in your mind, right? So while training these working professionals and entrepreneurs, I realized that they have a lot of questions, lot of issues they are facing, and this was not answered in the school. They never, like in the formal education part, they have not learned all these. I would like to give you example like conflict management, like I would say, like effective communication. How would they communicate in such a way that people love to interact with them? So many people, they have very high degrees, but unfortunately they are not able to create an impact in their workplace, in their business, to their clients. And every client who would come to me, I realize that there is either a personality issue or they have some career skills that they need to develop. And honestly, who doesn't like to skyrocket their career or business? Everyone loves it. So I really felt that this is the time when I can help this target audience, because they have a specific way of life. They are very different from us. But fortunately or unfortunately, they have not been able to figure out how to, like how to actually have people management skills or career management skills. Or, I am personally not a management person, but when I started realizing that these people are having these issues, I really went deep down the subject, and I realized that there has to be a formula for this, because they have no system. They have not been taught that way. So they have certificates after certificates, but there is no, they don't have any clue how to handle certain situations, how to handle crisis, how to build up strategies to grow themselves and go to the next level. And that is why this book came up, and I'm very passionate about this subject. So whenever anybody asks, Deepak, I'm like, just I can keep on going. So this is the reason why I wrote this book, and I'm very happy to say that people get a lot of benefit from this. Deepak, I think you're on mute.
Sorry. Your book's title is Workplace Superstar
Yes.
25 New Age Career Skills for Professional Growth. So, what's the logic behind this 25 number? Why this 25?
Different question, because 25, if you ask me, I'm not too sure about why that's 25. When I started jotting down all the skills that are needed, it came to 27. And I felt 27 is like not an okay number for me. So let me just put it as 25, and I merged two skills into one, right? So that is how the 25 number came. But this book, when I wrote it, it was a very different life that time. It was just post COVID, and now things are opening up, and I feel I can write 10 more skills.
Mm-hmm.
The next edition will be 35.
Fantastic. So, my next question. You are a master of many areas. You are into performance, you are into coaching, you are into training, and you are into mentoring, and you are a life coach. So, you are basically into many areas. But still, you decided to write on this particular subject where you want to focus on the young entrepreneurs and young professionals. Uh, why so? What's the thought process? Why you did not write on any other subject and you decided you chose only this subject? Why so?
You know what? I always love to have a sequence, So when I started writing my book, and thanks to Wings Publication, I wouldn't have written any book without your help. I couldn't have written. So when I started writing, and when I met you and Kailash, you made things like cakewalk for me, to be really honest. But I did not want to jump into something big immediately. Like, I wouldn't say big, but something which is meant for leaders. So I thought that first of all, let me work with the young people, because this is a VUCA world, which is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. They are they are just lost, because when they come as a mentee or a coachee to me, I really feel that like, if I get 1 year with them, full 1 year, I can mold them like anything. And that's why I have a plan to open up an university. It's not a university that way, but I want to help them in such a way that they are with me for years, and all of us together as a tribe can help each other grow. So this was the whole objective behind writing this book. After that, I have written a book which is on leadership, and now I'm writing another book on performance.
Oh.
You will get to know soon, because I'll come back to you.
Uh-huh.
That is the reason, like, so it was like step 1, step 2, step 3.
It's a gradual rise, you can say.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So, whoever reads your book, whoever, what is he going to get in it?
Okay, so the book is divided into various parts. So first is, how do you accelerate your growth? Then how do you accelerate your success? Then how do you handle your internal self? Because everything is not about IQ, about skills. There's a lot to do with our emotional self also.
Correct.
then, yes. And then there's a lot to do with career skills. Now, there are career skills like one big example is efficient communication, effective communication. What happens is, I have seen IITians also, they're so brilliant, but the moment they would come to me and express something, there's a lot of hesitation,
Mhm.
lot of, they can't express. I've seen, like highly educated people also, they have an issue with expressing themselves, expressing their thoughts and ideas, brilliant with their ideas, brilliant with the concepts that are coming up, but the expression is not there. So how do you help them? Because these young people, they are lost somewhere. So my book somewhere, like in the basic stage, how they would actually, like get benefited through this book. It's all written because like small things like in communication, what all can you apply? How can you become a better communicator? So small things are there, small tips, techniques are there which they can use. Then there are other, like the growth acceleration, principles. How do you accelerate your growth? So I have given a concept called Lecupin. Now people feel, what is this word Lecupin? It's completely created by me. So
Mhm.
like, L is laziness. Now before the VUCA world was there, थोड़ा सा laziness चलता था. But now you can't afford to be lazy. Now replace in your mind the word laziness with learnability. Start being a learner every day. So this Lecupin word has helped my students like anything, because it is like they can remember it very well. Like again, E is excuses. We are so fond of giving excuses, and these young people, they are so fond of giving excuses, but that doesn't give them growth. So from excellent excuses, I have taught them to become someone who has an excellence mindset. So what you were and what you are, what you should be to get growth and to get success, they love it. And it's like a night ritual that I have taught them. Just sit at night, see this Lecupin word may be self-aware, analyze yourself, where did you go right and where did you go wrong. Believe me, in 1 month, they come back and tell me that from 25% laziness, I've come down to 2% laziness. From a very, general mediocre mindset, now my excellence mindset has gone up to 95%.
Mhm.
So, like even in Lecupin, U is uniqueness. So I've told them repeatedly that what is unique in you, that when a person meets 10 like you, they come to you and say you are the best. So then they start working on that. That I am unique in this. How can I make it even better?
Correct.
So these, small tips and techniques help them a lot to remember, work on themselves, be self-aware, analyze, and then get the results. So the book.
Fantastic. Great. So everyone, whoever is watching this video, this is the book Workplace Superstar. This is available on Amazon. This is the Amazon #1 best-selling book. This is available on Amazon. This is highly, very strongly recommended for everyone who wants to learn about the professional skills and how to grow and how to enhance your performance. It's a fantastic book. Just search it on Amazon and you will find it. You can just order your copy. Uh, Now coming to your writing journey, when you decided to write and when you started writing and when you finalized the topic, and then the next step was what to write, what not to write, and decide the structure and then completing the book. How was the journey?
Deepak, this is like really interesting, because the journey. I mean, the journey was very interesting because who doesn't want to become a mini celebrity? You know, so when around 2016, 17, I wanted to write a book. I was sure about that. So I remember there is a bookshop close to my house, and I went there and I searched for something, some book where they would help me in how to publish a book, how to write a book. I still have that book. And when I came back and I read it, I couldn't understand anything. Honestly,
Mhm.
I could not understand anything. So I was very disappointed. I said, this is not something for me. Dreams are big, but the competence is not there. So I just left it like that. Then I joined a community where they were teaching how to write a book. And it's called TLC. And there, they made writing a book like a cakewalk. And Kailash was there. I think you were also, I met you also there. And somehow, everything fell in place. The way you explained, I still remember very well our Zoom session. The way you explained that this is how you write your book. This is how, the published. See, writing a book, you keep writing and you keep saving on your Word document. That's not writing a book, right? Publishing is another story.
Correct.
So when I wrote the book, it was like really, really easy because TLC made it very easy. But when I met, okay, I asked them that I'm writing the book, but who's going to help me to publish it? First thing they said was go to Kailash and Deepak. They are the best. Wings publication is the best. I said, okay, who are these guys? Let me meet them. And when I met you, it was, I can trust this man. I can totally, totally trust this man. He will make this possible. I may be the writer, I may be the creator, but to put it, to present it, to put it on the platter and present it, I needed someone. So, our discussion, I remember very well, as I was saying, you were so clear about all everything that you said. And I was so clear about all the answers that you gave me that was the time I said, okay, now rest of the book, I can write properly. Because if
Thank
you
you.
want to put the effort, if you're not sure about the outcome.
I remember our discussion when we were discussing about your cover concept and the pose and the photograph, and your photo should be on the cover or should not be on the cover. So I remember the whole discussion we had.
Yes. And those were those COVID days, I couldn't even get a proper photographer to click my pictures. So I requested you to you send someone, and somehow we managed to click a picture, and you can see the picture behind me. So
Exactly.
I really like feel that if you and Kailash were not there, if Wings publication didn't help the way I needed, it wouldn't have been possible. So it was like top to bottom from the beginning till the end. You did a phenomenal job.
Thank
And
you. Thank you.
the problem regarding the delivery of the book, everything on time, the layout and the picture and the cover. So overall, it was a fantastic experience.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You deserved best of everything. So obviously, it was our duty to give whatever was possible from our side. So thank you very much for your appreciation.
Thank you.
Uh, just some time back, you mentioned that you are writing your third book. So can we have little inputs from your side on that one?
Yes, sure. So my mind is working in two ways right now. Okay. One side is saying, Ranjana, start writing the third book on peak performance because it has a lot to do with mind programming, a lot of inner work, lot of professional framework that you need to work on, and personal growth. So I started writing few pages on that. Then one fine day I thought, people are taking me like she's just sharing knowledge. Let me make my life more interesting as we fun loving. Then I thought, people will laugh at me now, right now, because completely different story that I'm going to say. That over these years, I have heard so many relationship stories.
Oh,
Why don't I write that? Because relationships are something fascinates me. Starting from parental relationship to mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, to son and father, to husband-wife, to boyfriend-girlfriend, to extramarital relationships. You name it, and I have 10 stories which are really, really interesting.
Uh-huh.
I started putting up, brain dump, whatever we say. I started putting up that also, those stories. So I don't know which one is going to come out first. But I find it very interesting when I start writing about relationships. This part, the performance part, is also going. Maybe I'll launch 2 books. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. So both the books are, like, I'm whenever I'm free, I've started putting up points and all. So let's see which comes first. Relationship will be something which is completely not my niche, but I want to put it up.
Uh-huh. Okay, great. When you were writing this workplace superstar book,
Yes.
and when you started and actually when you finished, during this journey, did anything change within? Did you realize anything new? Did you had any kind of revelations or learnings?
Because the whole those 2.5 to 3 months, I think I took to give it a whole, like, form. First of all, I saw a huge change in my family members. That's something I cannot forget. The 4 days of editing, you will not believe. We were in our Pune house, and I did not get up from my study table. Everything was done by my husband, and I really thank him from the bottom of my heart, because editing is something which you really, really need a lot of focus. And I was told by my mentor, who really helped me in, like, understanding book writing also. He also told me that I asked people, like, should I give it to the editor? But, like, people did not encourage me. They said the essence of the book will go.
Correct.
Their, concept, their essence, and their thoughts. Why do you want to do that? And it was a challenge for me to edit the book. But
Mm-hmm.
those 4 5 days, I remember I had huge dark circles. It was tiring, but when I finished it, the joy, the fulfillment, amazing, absolutely amazing. And when it was, like, getting shape, when you write a book, you don't write like first page, second page, third page, like that. It's all,
Correct.
and finally you compiled it. It was, it was as if, you're growing up a baby
Mm-hmm.
from the beginning. So step by step, when I created and I realized, like, this book, I have a picture. This is my book. It gave a different feeling altogether. And I realized one thing, that all through my life, I thought I don't have patience to write a book, but it's not true. I didn't know myself. I loved writing the book. And with the encouragement of people like you all, with the support that you gave, with the hand holding that I got, now I can keep on writing books. Trust me, I keep on writing
Now
books.
it has become addiction, huh?
So it has become an addiction, and I really want to write more, but different varieties. And
Correct.
I think people who have the competence should start writing and feel that feeling when you see your book in someone else's hand. So recently, I had gifted my book to some very senior corporates, and they all were going through the book. And then in 1 month, somebody came and said, "I've underlined everything.
Mm-hmm.
Love these sentences." I said, "You are such a big man. You spend time to read this?" He said, "Of course, because I got glued to it." So this feeling, where will you get it?
Correct.
That
That
feeling,
gives us joy. That gives you sense of achievement.
absolutely. Then one day, I remember my cousin called me from Kolkata, and she sent me a picture. So she had gone to another office, and in the reception, someone else was reading this book.
Oh,
Can you imagine? And she sent the picture, said, I don't know who he is, but he's reading your book. It was like I was like overjoyed. What is this? This is a different feeling.
Correct, correct.
The moments where which make you think and feel that the
You are
universe,
special. You have done something.
you are a mini celebrity, you are special. That's it.
Correct, correct. So, taking it from this point,
Yes.
anyone who wants to write or who thinks of writing or who has any plans of writing, you have written two books and two more are on the way. From a seasoned author, I can say, from an experienced author, I can say, what tips you would give the upcoming authors?
Okay. So I knew this point is going to come because it really helps. It really helps when you get it from a person who's already experienced this feeling. So first of all is you need a lot of patience. You need a lot of patience. You can't just, like feel that nahi ho raha hai. I can't do it. It's not for me. It is for you. For sure, it is for you. You can do it. All you need is little more resilience and little more patience. There will be some days when you write like 5 7 pages, you go off to sleep, next morning you'll feel, what rubbish did I write? Cancel.
Discard it. Discard it.
Yeah, delete. I have had that experience. I didn't like, I felt it was not aligned with the main topic, and it was a waste. It was like 6 to 7 hours of you wasting your time. But you have to have that bouncing back mindset and restart again, and it goes on. So managing your time well, because you are not, I'm not an author only, I'm also doing coaching, I do other stuff also. So managing your time well, I used to write early morning, though I'm not a morning person, but I used to get up early those days and finish it. So managing your time is extremely important. Get proper clarity what you want to express, who's your target audience, what is the roadmap that you are trying to create. All these things, I think you need to decide first. Then little bit here and there it will happen, but you need to know exactly where you are going towards, right?
And do
And
you think a role of a mentor is very important during this journey?
role of a mentor is everything, because you are new to this. Like
Hmm.
when I talk about peak performance to my clients, my students, uh, it's new for them. It's new for them. So if I don't hold their hand, if I don't give them that support, if I don't mentor them about it, they remain the same. But to bring out the best in them, obviously, they need a mentor. So to bring out the best as an author from me, I definitely needed a mentor like you. It was very, very important, because it's a very different journey, and everybody has that mindset that writing a book is like a huge, huge thing. So if we don't get that support, if we don't get that mentoring, we can't even go to the next level. It's difficult.
Great, great, great. So now we are going towards the end of our interview. And
Okay.
before we close, uh, my last question to you. Uh, your target audience is majorly professionals and entrepreneurs, and you want them to grow in their profession, in their careers, and you are obviously available to support them, guide them, hold their hands, and make them successful. So, do you have any kind of message for all the professionals around or all the entrepreneurs around, you as a coach, you as a peak performance coach? Do you have any kind of message for them?
Yes, I think getting clarity about your journey ahead is very important. 99% professionals and entrepreneurs don't have clarity. They are just going through like life by default. There is a way of life which is called life by design. So once you get the clarity of what you want in life, what you want to do, Then you can create a roadmap. Then you can create, you can have that confidence. If you don't have the clarity, confidence will never come. And once you get the confidence and the competence, you become a hero. So first the clarity, then the confidence and the competence. You become the hero of your life.
Wow. Beautifully put together. So that was the last question from my side for today's interview. My best wishes are with you for your third project, for your fourth project, and all your upcoming projects. My best wishes are with you. Anytime in future you feel like talking to us, or you need any kind of support or assistance, or any kind of what you can say handholding from us, or any kind of joint venture or collaboration with us, we would be more than happy to work with you.
Superb. Because I was thinking the other day that, why not make my students also authors? Because everybody loves to be an author.
Correct.
And I was, like thinking of a collaboration. Now that you have put it up, superb. It's a brilliant idea. We'll work on it. And anytime you need anything from me, please feel free to connect.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that was Ranjana Ghoshal with us, talking about her book, talking about her activities, talking about her future plans, and she has wonderfully put everything together. So thank you, Ranjana ma'am, for taking time out from your busy schedule and spending some time with us to share all your views, opinions, inputs, experience. And I'm sure everyone who's listening to this interview will definitely benefit from it. Again, before closing, this is her book, Workplace Superstar. This book is available on Amazon. Just search it and you will get it. It's a fantastic book. I have read it myself. I have loved it. You will also love it, I'm sure. Grab your copy soon. And Ranjana ma'am, here we close this interview. Thank you very much for all your time and all your knowledge. Thank you.
Wonderful feeling. Thank you.
Thank you.